Hello everyone, this is Paul from Ortho Eval Pal, and today we're just doing a bunch of videos to try to cater to a lot of the questions that we've been getting on YouTube, just to try to help people all around the world with different issues. And one of our most popular videos out there is one we call Morton's Neuroma and Metatarsalgia. We talk about what it is, how to diagnose it, and I've had a lot of folks ask, well, how can I treat this on my own? Now, treating Morton's Neuroma or Metatarsalgia can be quite complicated, but one little self-help thing we can do at home is to use some sort of an orthotic or an insert in your shoe, something like this, that you can use to take some pressure off of this. So remember, our trouble area will be typically between the second and the third toe if you have metatarsalgia and you have basically too much pressure here and here, and commonly also on the fourth metatarsal. These are the most common areas to have this problem. So typically what we like to do is make sure that we stretch the calf out, because a tight calf is a contributor to pain in this area of the foot. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. When you have the loss of the ability to pull your foot up, you put a lot more pressure here, okay? So we can do that to help. And we can, in the links of these show notes, you'll see one way that we love to do stretching for the calf muscle, and you can click on that and get some more information. But as far as orthotics go, you don't need a very fancy orthotic. You can start with something that's relatively inexpensive, with different pieces that come with it, and trial that out and see how you do. Now typically the cheaper orthotics won't last as long, so maybe a good idea to invest into a custom orthotic if you do get some temporary relief out of a temporary orthotic. So typically what I do is I find the location of pain, and what I want to do is take a load off of that, okay? So this part of the joint, or this part of the toes right here, follow kind of like a little pattern, almost like what you see here on this piece that I'm going to put on the bottom of the orthotic. And that follows the heads of those joints quite well. Now what I don't want to do is put that over or under the heads to cause more pressure on them. I want to pull it back a little bit so that the heads fall off of this piece, kind of like falling off of a cliff. So if you take a look at this piece, you'll see there's some thickness to it. So basically, the heads of the toes will fall off of this and not strike the floor as hard, and therefore take some pressure. So what I'll do is I'll put a piece like this, put the orthotic on, find that location. I'll take a little piece of two-sided tape like that, and I'll put it on this piece and put it on there, have the patient walk around to see if it feels better. If they have true metatarsalgia, they will have immediate relief when you do this, okay? So we typically do it on a custom orthotic. It can be done on a temporary. And if somebody has pain along all of the metatarsals, I may be more apt to use a larger metatarsal pad like this. But if their only problem is maybe in the second and the third toes, I may go with something a little bit smaller like that and put that right here, and therefore those metatarsals fall off that little cliff again. And the other benefit to having this is that it helps to round the foot back into this direction, which is what it's supposed to do. So if you have any questions about orthotics and adding pieces to it to help with metatarsalgia, leave those questions in the show notes today. I'll have some links to some different types of orthotics with pads and inserts that you can utilize to trial it out. If you do have some success with that, you may want to get into a custom orthotic. Don't forget to stretch your calves and try to avoid walking on hard surfaces without your shoes on. Great. So if you have any questions, leave those questions in the show notes, and please like our channel if you like our videos, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.